We've all seen this viral video from Napheesa Collier calling out the WNBA's commissioner, Cathy Engelbert. And it was universally lauded off of first listen. But now I want us to take another listen, play by play. And instead of listening to it emotionally, let's listen to it logically and see if it stands up. Because what I first thought was an oral op-ed now sounds like a hit piece. Let's go.
Thank you all for your time today. I have prepared a statement that I'd like to make before taking any questions. All right. Hey. So first of all, I'd like to congratulate the Mercury for advancing to the finals. And I want to be clear, this conversation is not about winning or losing. It's about something much bigger. The real threat to our league isn't money, it isn't ratings, or even missed calls, or even physical play. It's the lack of accountability from the league office.
Okay, lack of accountability from the league office. The league office has to be accountable to who? Right? Let's frame it. Are we talking about accountable to the players, accountable to its fans, accountable to the bottom line? A lot of ways accountability can be shown. Let's go.
Since I've been in the league, you've heard the constant concerns about officiating, and it has now reached levels of inconsistency that plague our sport and undermine the integrity in which it operates.
Okay, so we lead off. Think about it now. You guys all been in English class. We start off with your topic sentence, right? Lack of accountability. And then your supporting sentences. We're supporting it by the officiating. That's an interesting thing. I didn't think that would be number one in priority, but the officiating is, in her eyes, so bad that we need to do something about it. That's the greatest threat to the league. Really? In every league, everyone complains about the refs. Everyone complains about the calls. Let's listen.
Whether the league cares about the health of the players is one thing, but to also not care about the product we put on the floor is truly self-sabotage. Year after year, the only thing that remains consistent is a lack of accountability from our leaders. Sorry, I had to walk in my boot. I'm kind of out of breath.
Catch a girl. Catch a girl.
The league has a buzzword that they've rolled out as talking points for the CBA as to why they can't pay the players what we're worth. That word is sustainability.
Now we're getting somewhere. Just in reverse order. You know, she inverted it. She really wanted to talk about that money. Come on. You know life's a sandwich, and no matter how you flip it, it's all about the bread. Okay, now we're going to talk about the money.
But what's truly unsustainable is keeping a good product on the floor while allowing officials to lose control of games. Fans see it every night. Coaches, both winning and losing, point it out every night in pregame and postgame media. Yet leadership just issues fines and looks the other way. They ignore the issues that everyone inside the game is begging to be fixed.
Okay, all they do is issue fines. I played in the NFL. Let me just tell you, when we complained about the refs or the refs didn't do their jobs, etc., all they do is issue fines. The refs get demoted. We just get fined. So if you really want to get treated like the king of all sports in this country, which is football, you're kind of on the right track. Just fine your ass.
That is negligence.
Oh, really?
At Unrivaled this past February, I sat across from Cathy and asked how she planned to address the officiating issues in our league. Her response was, well, only the losers complain about the refs.
Okay. At Unrivaled, and I must say, Unrivaled is a league that she's a co-founder in, okay? And her husband is an executive in. So, not saying there's a conflict of interest. There is a conflict of interest. A rival league, pun intended, that is called Unrivaled, and she's a founder in it, and she's talking about the WNBA. Real greasy, too. Let's listen.
I also asked how she planned to fix the fact that players like Caitlin, Angel, and Paige, who are clearly driving massive revenue for the league, are making so little for their first 4 years. Her response was, Caitlin should be grateful she makes $16 million off the court, because without the platform that the WNBA gives her, she wouldn't make anything.
Okay, very damning if you're Cathy Engelbert. Duck right now. But at the same time, is there any part of that statement that you misremembered? Any part of that statement or context that you didn't speak on just now? Point being, was that a executive from a rival league talking to another executive? Or was that a player in a league talking to an executive? It was a personal conversation, and now that's being used as receipts. So far, factually, the only thing we have is a lot of opinion. I'm listening.
And in that same conversation, she told me players should be on their knees thanking their lucky stars for the media rights deal that I got them.
You still ducking, Cathy? Here's the thing. I don't know how that was expressed. And I could clean it up if you really want to. Y'all should be thanking me for it. Look, we have been in the red. I'm talking about blood red. I'm talking about drowning in blood red from day one. And now we're trying to crawl ourselves out of it. So what do you want me to do? We are hemorrhaging money. We lose money every single day, every single way. And I am working with these NBA owners or other owners in this league who are subsidizing us. Can y'all get off my back? Okay. And part of that. And two, look, you shouldn't say this, but we know the real. Like, Caitlin Clark still needs a platform to play basketball for her to make all that money, right? Or she would just be an influencer on TikTok, right? So she obviously is probably taking a little too much color with that statement, but probably trusted in you that we just having a convo for real. Like when cats get together and they have a beer at the combine. They like, I hope you ain't recording. Oh, you are?
That's a mentality driving our league from the top. We go to battle every day to protect a shield that doesn't value us.
Okay, battle and shield, never say that. Cliche, once I hear that, I'm like, okay. I know it's a pre-written statement, but at the same time, get to the real, get to the receipts. Right now, you just told me a conversation that you had with Cathy that I don't know what was real from fake. And we're complaining about the officials, which everybody complains about the officials. And we're talking about the money, but we really haven't talked about the money, because if we talk about the money, there's a flip side to the conversation about the money in the WNBA, which is y'all ain't making no money. So we're going to just say we deserve to get paid more and pay us what we deserve, but we don't want to talk about what we earn, which is a meritocracy, which is sports is built on.
The league believes it succeeds despite its players, not because of them. Oh. I have the privilege of watching my husband run a league where he has to balance 100 different things at once.
That conflict of interest popping his head out again. You run a league, your husband runs a league. That league is going against the league you're talking about and playing in, and you use your exit interview to do some marketing for your league, it sounds like. Hit piece, it sounds like.
I won't pretend the job is easy, but even with all of that on his plate, he always takes the time to reach out to players when he sees an injury, whether it's unrivaled or even during the WNBA season. That is what leadership looks like.
No, it ain't. I wish Roger Goodell would call me every time I sprain my ankle. Man, if you don't get off the phone and make me some more money, you better go sign some more rights deals. You better go out there and get this licensing deal done. You better go out there and grow this game globally. Calling me because my ankle hurt. See, this is facts over feelings. Now, we in our emotions right now. I could get it genderfied, and I'm not going there because my mama was hella tough, tougher than me. So I'm not going there. But damn it, if your commissioner is expected to grow the game and also check on your boo-boo, no wonder y'all ain't making no damn money. Who in the hell want their commissioner to call them when they sprain their ankle?
It's the human element. It's basic integrity, and it's the bare minimum any leader should embody. This year alone, I've gotten calls, texts, and well wishes from so many players across the league. Those moments remind me that sometimes there are things bigger than the results than this game we play. But do you know who I haven't heard from? Cathy. Not one call, not one text. Instead, the only outreach has come from her number 2 telling my agent that she doesn't believe physical play is contributing to injuries.
This is tough. If you play sports, some things are guaranteed, which includes getting hurt. My kids are 5 and 6. They're already falling on the ground. Every time they fall on the ground, I say, get up. Why, Daddy? Because the ground is undefeated. It never loses. There's a dynamic duo that you will never beat in this world. It's called the ground and gravity. If you play sports, welcome. Your ass about to lose sooner or later to the ground and gravity. So I understand the physicality may be too much for you, and I will admit, I watch the WNBA sometimes, and I'm like, God dang, they be hacking. But that's a different conversation. That's a different video. I'll tell you why they hacking in another video. It's obvious if you play sports.
That is infuriating. And it's the perfect example of the tone-deaf, dismissive approach that our leaders always seem to take.
She is marketing the hell out of that unrivaled. I mean, somebody, I hope in the crowd just be like, excuse me, Napheesa, NC, come here. You can't do this. You imagine another league that was going against the NFL and one of the players in the NFL decides to hold the exit interview, destroying Roger Goodell, who always gets destroyed. But the NFL is also making a lot of money and wanted to market their NFL Europe or NFL Unrivaled. You would see through that. Why we don't see through this so far?
I've finally grown tired. For too long, I have tried to have these conversations in private, but it's clear there's no intention of accepting there's a problem.
I told you they were private conversations. So look, that's why everybody goes to the podium in cliche mode, because they like, dog, I can't talk to you. You can't even have a beer with me. You can't even just chill with me. You can't even have a real conversation with me because you are using it for receipts to record, to go out there and regurgitate to people, and probably not accurately. Who hasn't been there before? Dog, we just chopping it up. The hell you telling the world for? Okay. People bust the door, I say, okay.
The league has made it clear it isn't about innovation. It isn't about collaboration. It's about control and power.
Control and power. Choice words that I don't know where it applies. To the officiating? Yeah. Well, they're fining you guys when you call them out because they're trying to grow the integrity of the game, protect the shield. Like, that's how the NFL became king. Like, I'm not caring about how you feel. I'm not caring about what you think we should do. We are going to do that, and you are going to follow the rules. And we have a competition committee if you have any problems. But the commissioner shouldn't be under fire because you don't like the competition rules. Take it up with the competition committee. Calling me out just because I got a name, that's crazy.
I've earned this platform, and I paid the price to get here, and now I have a responsibility to speak on behalf of the fans and everyone in this league that deserves better. Our leadership's answer to being held accountable is to suppress everyone's voices by handing out fines.
See, this is why we do this show. I don't care how smart you are, y'all. You got to stop and think. The league suppresses voices, but how you get fined? They obviously didn't suppress your voice. You got that out there, and they like, nah, that ain't good for us. In messaging, I swear, the first time I listened to this, I was like, damn, she went in. Oh, that was dope. Then I listened to it again, and I was like, wait a minute. Oh, man, this ain't it.
I'm not concerned about a fine. I'm concerned about the future of our sport. At some point, everyone deserves to hear the truth from someone who I hope has earned the benefit of the doubt to fight for what is right and fair for our athletes and our fans. We have the best players in the world. We have the best fans in the world. But right now, we have the worst leadership in the world. If I didn't know exactly what the job entailed, maybe I wouldn't feel this way.
Boom! That's it. Oh, you out there getting your side hustle on now. You gonna come to your main job and talk about, y'all need to clean this up. You over there moonlighting, talking about, oh, this ain't it. Oh, it ain't? On Rival may be better than the WNBA sooner or later. I am not even, like you said, it's not about wins and losses. I ain't making y'all compete. I'm just like, damn, this is dirty. Like, you are there. You can have a private conversation like you outed the one you had with Cathy. You could keep talking in communication. Or you could come up here and just say, look, y'all know I run another league, so take it like you want to take it. But I am rooting for my league. Like, this sounds like a political campaign hit piece. Seriously.
But unfortunately for them, I do. We serve a league that has shown they think championship coaches and Hall of Fame players are dispensable, and that's fine. It's professional sports. But I will not stand quietly by and allow different standards to be applied at the league level.
What? Championship coaches and Hall of Fame players? What? People get cut. People get fired. What do you mean? Everybody doesn't get a statue. And she's like, look, I know it's sports, but. So you don't know it's sports. What the but come right after that? Like, oh, man, they hit me hard in football, and I know it hurts, and football shouldn't be so painful. But, no, it is painful. Like, you ain't got to say but, dog. We know what it is. And you got to know. Ooh, she got that. She mad at me. Napheesa, first of all, I am a fan. Second of all, I like you. Third, I just don't like this. This ain't it. And this is just see-through to me. Like, you just marketing the hell out of Unrivaled and using the WNBA's platform to do it. Pretty smart.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, let's get up out of here. Fisa! Fisa! No more Fisa. We heard it all. Golly. I'm not lying. This was one of the craziest catches I've ever had in my life. And I ain't play receiver, so I don't catch a lot. But beat it up in the comments. That's all I want y'all to do. Just tell me what you think. Just go. I mean, if you listen to it logically, what did she say? The officiating. Stop playing. Everywhere they complain, NBA, NFL, the refs, they got it so bad in the NFL, they talking about they rigged the games. You see that call for the Chiefs? They rigging it. Okay. Second of all, the commissioner. Come on. Roger Goodell gets booed everywhere he goes. If you really want to have a candid conversation, Roger Goodell is the shit. He growing the hell out that game, okay? But boo, boo. Can I get paid $40 million being a DN or receiver? I grew up when Strahan made the most when I was in the league, $8 million. They making 40. And this is in our lifetime. 5X, same numbers. Boy, stop. Competition committee, talk to them. You got a problem with the officiating, leave me alone. I'm trying to get these checkbooks over here written, and I'm trying to get this whole budget finally in the black. Leave me alone. And if you gonna talk about me, talk about how you and your husband over here rooting so hard against us that's the spirit of this conversation right here. Or I should say, your pre-written statement. Oh my God. There's so much wrong in that, and this is the wrong time to have a real cat fight when you trying to crawl out of the damn red, and they still in the red. Boy, I got to be the one to speak for the owners, and it's going to sound like I'm going to speak for men, but because the men are the owners typically, but she's an owner in a rival league, so I'm going to speak for all. Really? What, 27, 28 years we've been at it? We ain't ever made a penny? And really, you going to come at me and my leadership? Really? How about this? Maybe y'all not entertaining or attractive enough in terms of playing this game that everybody is rocking with you. And now when we finally have another moment, we had a moment when we started, and we have another moment right now, you don't tear me down and tear us down. How about that? And all this, I'm going to make it. It's not a sustainable model right now. None of the owners are saying it's a sustainable model to just give y'all all this money. They're going to give you a bump. You deserve a bump. But come on, can it be respectful of the bump we have right now in ratings? Huge bump. And also the debt we have of 27 years. Oh, you don't want to talk about that, huh? Just wake up today. Give me my money. Give me my money. Beat up in the comments. So now, you know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But before we flow, boy, we got to check in on your cybersecurity, boy. So please tell me, you guys, you're using this product right here, Aura. It is next level in terms of looking out for you and your cybersecurity. I know a lot of people out there playing around on that internet, but do you know that Americans lost $12.5 billion to scams last year? So don't think it can't happen to you. That's why I roll with today's sponsor, Aura. And you got to look at them like all-pro safety, Rodney Harrison back there. They're looking at all of the field, all three of your credit bureaus, and alerts you up to fraud for 250 times faster than the competition, and backs you with $1 million in identity theft insurance, plus 24/7 support. So lock down your credit and clean up your data and protect your devices all in one app. This is it right here. Aura.com/Marcellus Wiley. That's Aura.com/Marcellus Wiley. Click the QR code right there for a 14-day free trial. Just do it. Stay safe and make your identity yours and keep it that way. Aura.com/Marcellus Wiley. 14-day free trial. This is going to be my fun rap right here. You know what song coming on. You know what beat coming on for this. There's only one beat. Whenever I get this gangster, I got to balance it out with being super nice and super sweet. So, yeah, you know what we do on this show, boy, girl. We flow, boy. Napheesa, Mona Lisa, Napheesa. Oh, man, that was crazy. First listen had me shook. Then I was like, wait a minute. Is she really? Oh, she over there campaigning. Let's get this thing going, man. Okay, facts over feelings. We don't play pretend. Pointing at Cathy, but you missed in the end. Talking like you saving the game. But nah, sis, check that scoreboard. Your receipts don't exist. Napheesa hit that mic like a judge with a gavel, claiming I got truth, but it's all just babble. Said the league in the mud, said the commish ain't real. But where's the evidence, girl? You spinning that wheel, trying to rally up the crowd like a locker room chant. Facts never showed, they just came out slant. You talking revolution, you talking reform, without that hard proof, that's just a regular storm. Look, Cathy's the commish, it's a hot seat life. Ask Roger Goodell, every day there's a knife. You throwing shade heavy, like you got that aim, but the target too easy when you play that game. NFL fans roast Goodell on the daily. Now Cathy catching heat, cause it sound real shady. But this sport need help, not just noise in the air. If you ain't got the paperwork, then it's looking unfair. Look, here's the kicker, we're the whole twist. You and your hubby run Unrivaled? Can't ignore this. A rival league cooking and you holding a mic, that's conflict of interest, don't sound too right. How you blasting on Cathy when your bag on the line, trying to undercut the league that he giving you shine? She is, yeah, both sides double dipping that plate, but the culture don't respect when the moves look fake. WNBA been grinding for the sponsors, the views, trying to stack up them checks, trying to spread the good news. But your shots ain't precision, they just scatter the floor, throwing darts at that commissioner. What they do that for? We need facts, not feelings. We need action, not noise. Real receipts in the chat, not just passionate ploys. Cathy ain't perfect, but she moving the chains. You just throwing up bricks, adding drama to the game, yeah. So here's the moral, the end of the play. Don't scream conspiracy without proof on display. You can question the system, that's right of us all, but your claim gotta stand or it's bound to fall. You're saying for the culture, but your hands in the pie. With a rival on the side, how we trust that cry? No, league need leaders, not vendettas in disguise. Facts over feelings, that's the way legends rise. Whatever, girl. Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after-school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most, and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities.
Let me put you on to something that's part of my daily routine now. VINIA, not a powder, not a pill.
It's the Daily Chews 2X formula, and yeah, they taste good too.
It's plant-based. No stimulants, no crash, no jitters, no banned substances, no junk. It's Informed Sports certified. Just something that actually delivers. Link in description, vinia.com/Marcellus. Discount code Marcellus10 for a 10% discount. Wow. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe the verse.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so